Coach, it's a day for celebration in the East Bay. It is, for all intents and purposes, the final chapter of what has been a great era of football here in Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180!
Max 50, Max 50!
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
36, 36!
Check.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Ready. Flag 25 behind. Ricky.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set a 2nd and 7.
He was brought down by Trey Waynes. It's a pickup of 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Check 55, come on. Time to go, night. Hey, watch it.
11. Hey, dude.
They'll run with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing
Here we go.
often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Hey, Delta.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21.
A gain of 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route,
Here we go.
drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Kill.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play,
Here we go.
but now it's all for naught.
You must be dreaming.
Check.
Now Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. 180. 2.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, exit. Hey, check right.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dez Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
60 outlaw.
56.
I'm on. Get it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here we go, here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
13.
On second down, it's Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Hey, orbit.
Check. Check out.
I got this.
59, 50. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Lawrence Guy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And James has it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Richie James, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away. Organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tough.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo complete to Bryant. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Go ahead.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. On first down, Garoppolo. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Des Bryant. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jameis to throw it. James has got it. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bravo.
Check 55, Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. It's caught by Bryant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Garoppolo. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Golden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Winston now to throw on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Here's Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Jameis now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Jameis again. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Again, it's Winston. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
21. 11.
To throw is Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Two. I got you. 13.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo to throw. Bryant has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Here we go. 11. Hey, 50 the mark.
Now Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Harlan Hargraves with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Saquon Barkley with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw. It is intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Oakland, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.